All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. The second to last Saturday of April. Can't believe we're already on the latter half of April now. Where's the time going? I don't know. Good question. Anyway, welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I am your host and pilot, Uncle B, as always, much to everybody's dismay. Today we are back in the DC-6. We are departing from SFO. We're going to start up over here, and we're going to taxi on over to 28 right, climb out, hang a left, get out over the bay, and head out along the coast. And then we're going to turn in, land here briefly, and then we're going to continue our way south. And then we'll be lining up for runway 07 left ILS approach, even though we're not going to use the ILS frequency. We're not going to use the approach mode or anything like that for today. I'm just picked a reasonable, this is the longest runway, so I figured this would give us the best. If we have to hover a little bit over the runway before we set down, we'll have plenty of space to do that. It says about an hour and 28 minutes. I'm guessing that seems to be about legit as far as the estimation goes. So we may get there a little bit quicker. We may get there a little bit later. Who knows? We'll see. So anyway, I've got the weather preset to a few clouds. I'm going to advance the time. I'm not going to have it completely light. I want to leave a little bit of time we'll have a nice sunrise as we get into Los Angeles. I think we're going to try for that this morning. I was going to do the flight as is with just the time the way it is, but I figured no, we'll advance the time to about 6:30 ish, yeah, and then so we'll have a little bit of light in the sky, but it won't be too bad. So we'll get started here in about 10 minutes or so, or 12 minutes. Yeah, we'll spawn in, get the aircraft started up, and taxi on over to our runway. And so yeah, there we go. Should only be getting up to about 15,000 feet today. Yep, there we go. So should be good. Might be a quiet chat today. We'll see. This was supposed to be yesterday, but yeah, I got kind of on Thursday I had to do more exercises. It wasn't just simple movements. Now they want me to start doing it's almost like it's going to be in preparation for the more intense stuff later on. So yeah, it's got a lot more to do now. So I just figured I'd take an extra day to recover. Although I did spend five something hours, I don't know if it was 5.5, closer to 6, I don't know, but we had a pretty long stream yesterday on Mix Farm, so we got a lot done. So yeah, good stuff. I'm going to sip my coffee, say hello. If you're sitting here, don't just sit here and say nothing. Don't wait till I spawn in and start getting busy to say hello, please. Say hello now, so I got time so we can chit chat. Hello, Daniel. How are you? I know you're getting ready to go for your run to the chip shop. I appreciate you saying hello before I get busy in the flight deck here. Right. That's why I start this 15 minutes early, so we have time to to say hello. And I know it's difficult. I can get distracted by reading the chat when I'm trying to flip switches. All right. Well, you'll probably get back in time. We might be just getting in the air when you get back. So, morning, Joseph. All right. Oh, today here's the route. Hey, Ashev, how are you? Nice to see you here. Route. And for your ocular proof, we are in the Southeast Asia server. There we go. And today's flight, of course, brought to you by, I forgot last time we flew. I was thinking about the pending doom with the physical therapy. Today's flight brought to you by Parasox Airline. Parasox Airline, just because you have a pair of socks does not mean they have to match. Airline CEO Scruffy Tam will show you his mismatched socks if you ask him nicely. I'm doing okay, Ashev. Doing okay. Good morning, Mick. How are you? Nice to see you here. Yeah, forgot to do the Parasox Airline plug on Wednesday. Yep, he does have his own socks now. He has his own Scruffy Tam logoed socks. He'll show you if he's wearing them. You can even buy your own pair if you like. If you're into that sort of thing. uh, let's see what else. Trying to think. What other? What other pre-flight stuff I can say without getting in trouble? So yeah, if you missed Wednesday, you missed story time. The video's still out there. You missed a heck of a story. I won't say anything more than that. I'm not going to repeat it. You have to find the video. Watch it. Have a laugh at my expense. There you go. That's all you need to know right there. Let's see what else. Monday we'll be back in Junkers. Monday might be the only flight. So I had to move physical therapy to Wednesday because I have an appointment on Thursday, and they kind of conflicted. So yeah. Monday for sure. Maybe we'll do another quick flight on Saturday. Maybe we'll find something to do. I did look at the mountain flying scenes from Top Gun Maverick, and what I discovered, it was multiple locations combined to look like it was all one location, and so it's very difficult to get to do all that in one sitting. It just wouldn't work. Yeah, so they So yeah, no, I was thinking about doing that for a stream, but that's not going to work. So again, I think next time if we fly a fighter jet, we'll just do some stuff in the Mach loop instead. Um, now that I have a flight stick at least, then maybe I can make it a little bit more exciting. Makes it a little bit easier to fly inverted, that's for sure. So, all right, about 4 minutes. I'm going to take just a quick moment away. I'll be right back, and when I get back, we'll get started. All right, I'm back. Hello, Paradox. Sorry, there we go. All right. Morning. All right, let's go ahead and get spawned in here and get this thing set up so we can get in the air expeditiously and forthwith and all that good stuff. Now there was a small update. It wasn't to the DC-6 on Thursday. I was hoping it was going to be a livery, but apparently not. So, oh, I need to turn that off. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But, all right, there we go. Let's get the lights on here. Oh, here. So check this out. It used to be you would have to drag. So now you click it, and now it's up at a higher level. Okay, so let's get that. All right, now we got our...
Runway 28 right climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 135.1 squawk 4771.
Let's get set. Oh, okay. Get some lights on here. Hey, now we can see where we're going. All right. Go ahead and get there. That's set to there. Let's check. We're going to just mess with the time just a little bit. Just a little hint of sun in the sky right there. I like it. All right. Let's talk to... I think we're all set. Flight engineer there. We have that set to go. All right, let's get the. Oh shoot! I forgot we got to do the. Forgot to do it that way. Should be. All right, there we go. All right, let's go. Let's get to our runway here. Nope, not yet. There was supposed to be a some kind of announcement from the head of PMDG, but that has not taken place yet. So yeah, that's get that going. I totally forgot. So yeah, nothing yet. So they said by the end of April, so really they got till next Thursday to kind of make good on that promise, hopefully, but or make good on that word, but I don't know that that's going to happen. All right. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's hard to say what's going to happen with it. I have a feeling it's going to be delayed until May, but who knows? We'll see. But I know the eight. I think they said the 800 is going to come first. That is a, I think, a near sure thing. Yeah, giving it another go, Sergeant Staff. How are you? Nice to see you. Good to hear. Good to hear. Try to use just about every inch of this runway here. That's about as good as we're going to get it. All right, I think we are all set for departure. All right, let's go. And away we go, folks. Oops. All right, coming up to our left turn. All right, let's do this now. Got a good... There we go. All right, let's get back in the flight deck here. All right, so now should follow. It should get us back on the path. Yep, all right, that's what it was. I didn't... And that should... All right, we got to level off here at 6,000 before we continue. All right, we're just going to continue on to 15. Well, it's treating me a lot better than it did before, that's for sure. I figured out the autopilot thing, I think. it seems like it's working now. So yeah, I'm quite happy. I didn't realize you have to basically turn on the autopilot, go and switch it to, oh, there it is, localizer. So for it to follow the GPS path. So it's like, yeah, it's got its so that's the only thing that happened. Now it seems like it's working. So you go localizer, back to gyro, back to localizer, and it picks up the GPS path. So now we can just kind of sit back and relax. So what I figured I needed to do was to have to fly manually for just a little bit until I got out of the, the initial part. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, how is it going there? That's not the way it's supposed to go. See, this is the part where it gets a bit wonky. This happened before. And I had to basically tell it to go a different way. It's following its own. It's not the flight path that I picked. So this, all right. Let's see here. See, now it's going message. Like we want to go to. All right, we're going to foil. We're going to follow that plan. Then it should follow the plan. There's SFO behind us. All right, so now we're on the right path now. Yeah, exactly, Sergeant Staff. That's what I've discovered. But it's weird because when I was testing just to kind of get a feel for things on last week, I so I didn't realize you got to like go gyro localizer for it to get it to follow the path. But this is the second time that getting to that initial point, kind of once climbing out of San Francisco, the plane wants to go. It follows a different flight plan. I have to tell it to go to the flight plan that I have already created. Yeah. See, and I did. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot to get all this, you know, turned on, and so yeah, it was just a big old mess, kind of. So yeah, but we're on our way now. We're still making our way to 15,000, but we're. My only fear is that we're feels like we're losing speed, but you know, I don't know. Something just doesn't seem right. Yeah, I don't know why. The thing should have cleared out by now. My goodness, there must have been a boatload of ads. I apologize. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's like a holdover from Wednesday. Yeah, I will be soon. I'm going to put on the cruise once we get to 15,000. I thought there was a thing for climb, but I guess that's part of the takeoff. You know, like if I go dry takeoff, you know, then I think it would manage everything for me. But uh, I think we're fine for right now. Yeah, once we get to 15, I'll turn on the AFE for the cruise portion, and then yeah, yeah. So I think we're okay though. Well, I can turn the lights off now. There we go. We're above 10,000. Oh, there comes Sergeant Staff in the P-38. Nice. The fire Warbird escort here to LAX. Here he comes. Boy, he's on a tear. Look, he's catching up quick. What happens when you're in a lightweight little World War II airplane? All right, nearly there. Thank you all for being here today. Thanks, Chef, for the raid earlier. Thank you, Paradox was here. I think he had to go. Daniel should be back from his run to the chip shop. Probably getting ready to scarf his food down. Alright, Paradox. Well, hopefully you have a good day. stuff. It should be. Oh. There it is right there. Alright. I don't know why it went back down to 5. That's okay. It happens. It's all good. I know you didn't mean to do it intentionally. It's fine. So out over the Pacific, just off the coast of California there, off the coast of the San Francisco Bay Area. We should see, we haven't passed it yet, we should see, I think that's Santa Cruz off the left wingtip right over there. That should be Santa Cruz area. We may be able to see Monterey Bay on the way. Alright, now it should go to the next, on the next leg. We should turn to the left coming up here. There we go. Alright, now we're back in business. Cooking with Crisco now. Alright, 13,000. Although we're losing it. Losing a little bit of altitude. No, we're not going to expedite much of anything. We're doing okay. Yeah, now we got that little, it's going to zigzag back and forth a little bit till it gets back on the line there. It's going to overcorrect here and there until it sorts itself out. I'm sure. Yeah, it is. But I think we're doing okay. I mean, we're making our way. We got like less than 2,000 feet to go to get to 15, so I think we're fine. Yeah, I don't have the... Yeah, it is faster. Once we get to the cruising altitude here pretty soon, Paradox, it'll... and I get the AFE on for cruise, it'll increase. Everything will work. Everything will go to where it should be. But yeah, I just got to get a bit more familiar with the power settings and all that to get, you know. Yeah. Yeah, for cruise, it was like, it was really good when we did the flight to Washington National on the first flight that I did in this. So, yeah, it's just getting more familiar with the stuff. So, it may be that maybe I need to turn on the. Oh, you know what it might be? Let's try that since we're higher up in altitude. Maybe lean the mixture. That might give us a little more oomph. Nope. Boy, it's really struggling now. All right, we're getting there. It was 14. Should be 14, I thought. There we go, 14. All right, we're almost there. Once we level off, we'll be fine. Yeah, look at that sunrise, huh? Yeah, that should be Santa Cruz right over there. If I remember my California geography. Boy, it's just me and Sergeant Staffon over here on Southeast Asia server. We have the skies to ourselves. It's the sunrise, Joseph, not the sunset. Sunrise. If it was sunset, it would be over that way. Sunrise. That's the east. That's the west. That westish is over there. Well, I put it on. I have the weather preset thing where I can put it on like a few clouds, which is what I prefer. Just so that there's something in the sky, it's not completely empty. You know, like that doesn't seem very realistic unless that's just how the weather is that day. So yeah, I put. Otherwise, the weather, we would not be able to probably see much of anything while we're flying. So, all right, we're almost to 15,000. We're getting there. Oh, okay. I thought about running it live, but I'm just like, I wasn't sure. I wanted to have, at least some kind of a view, but that's all right. It's all good. All right, we're getting there. Almost there. Alright, there's that, and let's get to cruise.
Set cruise power, please. Setting cruise power.
Alright, nose is coming down. We'll start gaining some speed here. There we go. Now there we go. We'll start to speed up now. Good morning, Paul Monk. How are you? So, going here. Wait just a second here. I just want to see if we're perfect where we are. I think I know. Double check this. There, so trying to look at the landmark here. All right, so we're near Monterey then. There's Monterey Bay. Yep. So we're near Monterey right there. All right. Good stuff. Just got home from having breakfast, so ready to go flying now. Oh, nice. Good stuff. So, Monterey Airport, we've been in and out of there before. There's the runway, you can see. Hold on a second. I saw the lights. Runway lights there. Where did they go? So if the Monterey Airport, regional airport, is right over here somewhere, that means the greatest racetrack in the history of America is right over there, Laguna Seca. She got, oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Sergeant Staff. I hope she improves. That sucks. I hope she gets better soon. Alright, there we are. We're at cruising power. We've increased our speed exponentially. We're finally at 15,000 feet, give or take. We're within that limit that we won't get harassed by ATC anymore. Yeah, if you ever get to visit Monterey, definitely go to the aquarium if you can. A lot of fun. Okay, I see the runway. I saw the ILS lights, the approach lights right there. That should be Monterey Regional right there. Oh, now lying on your feet. What is it with dogs and feet? They always like to lay on feet. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I would say so. Message says set course to 137. We are on 137. Numpty. Alright, we just leave that right there right now. Yeah, now we're cruising along here. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, no real interest, just bruising. Yeah, well that's good. So just with some rest and medicine, she'll be back where she knows it, be back to normal. There we go. We're doing quite well now. I couldn't imagine flying on a plane like this back in the day when airline services first started. Like all the stuff that would happen. Like I can only imagine how nerve-wracking it was for the passengers. You know, like if of course they had the rudimentary autopilot system, but they didn't have GPS like we do now. So, you know, any sudden movements, it certainly would have made people feel a bit. I have to turn my position lights on. A bit suspect. Well, yeah, like the DC-3 must have been even crazier to fly in back in the day. Yeah, the China Clippers for sure. Big, you know, the big planes that they were high tech for their time, but they weren't like the most. Like I can only imagine because they only got to a certain altitude and then you hit all that turbulence, you know. It's crazy. Oh yeah, that the Twin Beach, yeah, stuff like that. The 110, yeah, like because you know, that was like the early days of airlines, and only the very wealthy people could afford to fly, you know, inevitably. And part of it wasn't even that, it was just, you know, most people flew for business. You know, they were going on business trips. So it wasn't like there was much flying really to go on a vacation. You know, you were flying basically because you were going on business somewhere. You had meetings and, you know, maybe you saw some of the sights. You did turned it into a mini vacation. But generally it was, yeah, most people flew for business. Yeah. Between that and the Constellation, I would imagine, because I think the Constellation came out the Lockheed 4-motor plane, yeah. And then it certainly, once the jet age started, it was, you know, it's crazy. Yeah. One thing led to another, yeah. And then it became, you know, if you went on an ocean cruise, it wasn't like you crossed the Atlantic or anything. You did a cruise, you know, now you just go from Miami down to the Bahamas and back, you know, or something like that. Or you go from Los Angeles down to Puerto Vallarta and stuff like that, Mexico, and then you go back to Los Angeles. It's not like you go, not like, you know, like on the Titanic or the Queen Mary. And last run in 68. Wow. Like I couldn't imagine, like there are ships that still cross the Atlantic, but I couldn't imagine being on something like that for, you know, like a week or so. Like I saw, there was a video guy, him and his mother took the trip on the boat, and yeah, it's insane to spend that much. I don't know that I'd want to be out to sea that long. Well, I mean, they're entertained, they're fed well, you know, they eat, you know, you can pretty much eat whenever you want to. They got shows, they got all kinds of stuff. All right, let's have a look here and see where we're at. All right, almost to Libo, and Jung is next in Jebno. Let's have a look at the actual. All right, there we go. Turn a little bit towards the coast there. Coming up. Yeah. I think that's what I saw. The guy did a video, like, you know, they show the boarding and getting to their room and all that, and then, you know, going around the ship and checking out all the cool stuff, the shows and the food, you know, the different restaurants and stuff like that. But yeah, an actual ocean liner, you know, you had your, you know, you had a main dining room, but that was like a very classy thing, you know. Gentlemen wore a tuxedo, and, you know, it was a very posh sort of event. And then you had, all right, there we go. So it's going to go past the line a little bit, correct back. There it goes. And get it correct, and then we should be good to go here. But yeah, yeah, there was like a very posh sort of thing, you know, being on a ocean liner. But yeah, it wasn't like they had food 24 hours. It was, you had breakfast, lunch, dinner. You may have, you know, tea, coffee, you know, pastry, stuff like that, maybe. Yeah, yeah, it's insane. Like, I watched a video about a cruise ship that goes out of Miami, how big that thing is, and, you know, they showed it going into port in Miami. You know, there's a port cap, or somebody comes out to the ship, gets on the ship, and basically helps pilot them into the dock. And they have to know, like, every foot of that whole area underneath the boat. You know, it's a very, they got to get it right. If they make one little mistake, like, you know, that boat could be grounded. The pilot, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and, you know, they have to know the flow of the water. They have to take everything into account, you know, the tide, the currents, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's a very, very interesting sort of thing that they got to do. Yeah, but he has to know every inch of that harbor, and be able to tell them, you know, like, to what to watch out for. Yeah, it's just amazing. I am in awe of that stuff. That, you know, when somebody have that sort of knowledge and master it, and be able to advise and say, you know, hey, watch out for, like that's a lot of knowledge to have of that particular area, and know it like the back of your hand, basically. I'm surprised we're still talking to Oakland. I figured we would have been talking to somebody else by now. Can you open the window up? I couldn't get the window open. I tried it last time when I was just messing around with the plane, just kind of getting used to it. But we had a family friend. His son was, I don't know if he still is, but he was a tugboat captain in the San Francisco Bay Area. That they would, he started off, just on the low end and worked his way up and became a tugboat captain. That, he's responsible for ships that come in and out of San Francisco to dock at the port in Oakland, for instance, to offload freight and cargo. All those big containers and all that. Yeah, he studied very hard. There is a maritime academy, I think. It's in north of San Francisco. He had to go there and study for, I don't remember how long, but it's a very intense program. And then you continue to learn all the stuff, and then you get promoted. And it's a big responsibility. They make it look easy. 20 years, wow. Just outdated, nothing to count. That's insane. Ooh, shoot. I've done it. Just up there a little bit. Alright. Want to see what our distance was to our next nav point there. Lake, oh yeah, I can imagine that's pretty intense as well. Yeah, he studied a lot. It's a lot of stuff to know. I like watching the tugboats there in Savannah. You can just sit there. There's benches right there along the Savannah River, and you can watch the ships coming in and out, and you can watch the tugboats zip back and forth, catching up to them, and yeah, they catch up to the ships to help guide them in. We have a pretty big sized cargo port, or not we, they have it in Savannah. I don't have anything. I don't have anything that well, I mean, there's a CSX rail line. Is it no, Norfolk Southern, I'm sorry. Norfolk Southern runs a rail line through where I live, but that's about it. We don't have any. I do that in Sioux, Salt, yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of neat to watch them go back and forth, and I like getting pictures of the tugboats when they're working, or even if they just got done getting a ship into port, you know, that they go back to their little. They may dock for a moment, or they may run back out to the mouth of the river to get ready. Yeah, yeah, it's. I don't know what it is about that. I think that's just absolutely fascinating. I did like watching. I haven't like I follow it. I haven't watched it in a while, but they live stream like different train stations in Japan, and I would watch it during lockdown. You know, there were still people moving about, but it was interesting to watch them. You know, the trains still operating, people getting on and off the trains. It was just kind of weird to see, you know, but it was also kind of, in an odd way, it was a bit comforting. I don't know. All right. But there's one that I watched that there's a street just below the rail line there, and people will be walking through, or little, you know, mopeds, little, you know, sort of for people on motorized bikes, you know, or just bikes in general, uh, go by, and then, but at the top it'll tell you when the next train's coming through, and it'll say it in Japanese, and then it'll say it in English. Hey, Rubber Duck is here. Rubber Duck. Rubber Duck. Is that oh, the H-Cat. H-Cat. Is that? That's not the Honda Jet. What is the H-Cat? I'm not familiar with that. No, the Hellcat. Never mind. I had to think about it. I'm like, H-Cat. What? The Hellcat. Yeah. Hello, Rubber Duck. Welcome. We're on our way to Los Angeles. I don't know. It's been so long since I haven't even tinkered around with that lately. But I don't remember the last time I saw somebody flying the Hellcat. Oh, okay. Well, welcome, Rubber Duck. Yeah, Wednesday, Capustick. I was in the Beechcraft Bonanza G36, and Capustick popped in. Although he was in a 747 flying formation with me in a 747. I don't know how he did that, but he did. And then he swapped over to the A320 as I was coming in, getting ready to land there in Plattsburgh, New York. He likes to buzz me in warbirds of some sort when I'm doing on air. Ah, okay, fair enough. All right, where are we at now? So we're getting near. Let's zoom out here just a bit. Out. All right. So basically, here's what we got. We're gonna go. Let me zoom a little bit. All right. So basically, from here, what we have is we're gonna we're flying inland, and then eventually we're going to turn south-ish again, and we're going to get we'll start getting ready to line up for arrival. So yeah, we're almost there, folks. Almost there. Yeah, I want to try to fly with you tomorrow if my elbow is up for it, to be able to. Well, I mean, I can fly. You know, that's the great thing about the old Warbird. At least, you know, it has a autopilot system of some sort. It's not like the most the greatest thing, but it works. Where'd you go, Staff? I don't see you. You pop out? Oh, okay. I was just looking at the sky. I didn't see anymore. Thanks for flying along for a while. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, hopefully you have a good breakfast, and hopefully the dog continues to improve. And I will catch you. I'm sure I'll catch you tomorrow for sure in the when you're flying in Alaska again. If you're doing another trip in the Twin Otter there. Not enjoy the rest of your weekend. Catch you around. I appreciate it. Nice to have you along. All right. I don't think Jay Sawyer is quite where LAX is. Might be a little bit north of LAX. Take a longer flight tomorrow. Okay. I'll definitely be there to watch you while I have my coffee and put some heat on the elbow. I'm definitely doing that as soon as we're done with the flight today. Let's just have a look here. Alright. Just monitor those until we start to see our... Yep, take care, Sergeant Staff. We'll see you around. If anybody is not subscribed to Sergeant Staff, I highly recommend you go check them out. Always amazing content. His lake series was fantastic. On Sundays he does flights over Alaska like he was talking about. He's in the Twin Otter. He does flights to deliver passengers and cargo in far-flung places in Alaska. Fantastic scenery. If you'd like to just sit back and watch and see all that, go check them out, please. Or you can fly with them too. You don't have to sit and watch. If you want to fly along, you're more than welcome to. There we go. Now we're talking to Los Angeles. That's a good song. Yeah, they put it now where you just click. It's a one-click thing or two clicks, and then it'll stow. Like, this is the unstowed location, making it a little bit easier to see. And then if you go here, nope, and you stow it, it goes back down there, kind of out of the way. But yeah, that was part of the update. I thought but I initially thought that we were going to get some liveries for the DC-6, but the file size for the update was so small. I would have been surprised if there had been one. They did say they're coming, but the file size for the liveries is immense. So they're trying to figure out how to do something to shrink the file size, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, that may not happen for a bit, but we'll still fly it. It's a good plane to, you know, continue to learn and all that stuff. Alright, so we got a short run to this next one. That's only like less than 4 nautical miles away. Yeah, see. And then, alright, so from here, Burgle's our next one. So we're beginning our arrival portion coming up. And then from there, eventually we're gonna have to start descending to get ready to line up for our approach into LAX. Alright, so we should turn to the right coming up more, I think. Yep, there it goes. Alright, let's zoom out here and see where we're at now. If we zoom to 150, that's almost all that we have left right there. This whole thing right here. Once we're down, so when we get to FIM, then we gotta start really cranking down on the altitude to get ready to land. Alright, let's go. Oops. Alright, there we go. Well, I think I'm going to use this opportunity to step away for just a moment. Be right back. Before I go do Pictures downloaded for the day. Alright. Hello, Amela. I'll be right back. I'm going to step away while we're making our way towards LA. We're almost there. So I will be right back in just a moment. I had a ham and cheese sandwich. I didn't get the bagels from Walmart. They didn't have any in stock, so I just had a plain old boring ham and cheese sandwich on plain old bread. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Looks like we're a little bit off of our... No, we're on it. Never mind. We're essentially on it. It's okay. It's interesting. Normally it would have corrected itself, but... Alright. Let's see here. Are you doing No Man's Sky today, Mick, this afternoon? Is that your plan there? Or are you taking the day off? Not sure. Okay. I figured I'd ask now before I forgot. Hey, Infidel Fireman, how are you? Nice to see you here. Okay, this is interesting. Did I disengage something? Because... oh, yep, somehow the autopilot's off, I think. Nope. Alright, see, now this is the interesting part. Now we're finding ourselves... it is not following the path correctly. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Yeah, yeah, we are way off of our plan now. All right, hold on a second. Still, oh. Yeah, it's not, yeah, see, it was doing fine, but now it's like not, and I just turned off the autopilot. Alright, let's cycle again. Alright, now it's getting... yeah, I had to... alright, yeah, for some reason it was not wanting to... oh, where is it going now? Alright, now it's catching back up. Alright. Yeah, for some reason it didn't want to... Alright. At least we're getting back on track. I don't want to get too far off the path, because if we do, we're going to end up well, you know, we're not going to be where we need to be for our approach into LAX. Alright. Well, at least we caught that before it got too far out of hand. Jesus. Well, come on now. Oh, shh. Damn it. Oh. No. Why would I go to 17? We're getting ready to... Don't need that extra 2,000 feet. We're fine. We gotta start descending soon. What are you talking about? Get to 17. Oh, sir. Yeah, you know. I'm not gonna say nothing more. Yeah. What do you expect, Anella? All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to start descending here. All right, folks. Let's.
26 inches, please. Setting 26 inches.
No.
"26 inches set. Descent checklist, please. Altimeters and flight instruments cross-checked. Seatbelt signs on. On. Engine blowers low.
All right. It is not sending. Not yet. All right. No, sure isn't rubber duck. I'm learning all the time. Oh, I know why. Probably because I have the altitude hold still on. That might be a problem. Turn that off and see if we start descending. Come on, plane. All right, we're gonna have to manage it ourselves then. Yeah, all right. It's wanting to go, but it's not. All right, let's try this now. Let's go.
26 inches, please. Setting 26 inches. Descent checklist, please. Altimeters and flight instruments cross-checked. Seatbelt signs on. On. Engine blowers low. Low. Descent checks are complete.
Yeah, it's not gonna give me a really want to get we got to really drop some altitude here. All right, well, no. All right. Well, we're gonna have to do this manually. Ooh, that's too much. Why is it nosing up? All right, let me just look. All right. All right. All right. I'll try to keep an eye on the look at that. All right. You know, we were supposed to go to FIM. The flight plan is a bit wonky. All right. We're gonna have to change. We're gonna have to turn off the AFE here. Let's get some flaps down so we start slowing down here. Alright, I'm going to have to focus on landing, folks, so I apologize in advance if I miss your messages here. It's going to get busy here. All right. All right, folks, we're almost there. We're gonna make this work one way or the other. I just need to get back closer to the left there. Definitely need to be dropping some more altitude. Of course, I drop some flaps. We start to climb again. That's not what I want. I want to be able to descend. We got to get to 2,600 feet, like expeditiously. Yeah, we're going to do that now, whether we want to or not. Well, we nose this thing right over. All right, almost there, folks. Almost there. Almost there. Old crusty salute. Here we go, folks. We're already inbound. We've been inbound. We've been inbound since we took off. Look at that. Bingo. Gear down. Flaps. Where else do you get entertainment like this for the low, low price of free on a Saturday morning? Oh boy, we are well off the line there. We are just a little lower than I would prefer. Is in sight. Here we go. On behalf of myself and entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you to Los Angeles International. Local time is 5:50 in the morning. We understand and appreciate the fact that could have gone worse, but we made it. You join us Monday in the continuing adventures of the Junkers 52. Love it when the plan comes together. Nice landing. Thank you. Thank you. Boy, that was not easy. That was not easy. I got to work on that whole descent mode thing because it's very like I'm not doing something right. I got to get a little bit better at that, but I'll take it. It was a successful landing. Pretty pleased with it overall. Thank you, Mick. Thanks for shouting landing. I'm glad you didn't say crash. Alright, let's get our parking assignment here. We'll actually go to a gate. What the heck? Why not? Yeah, that was, ooh boy, that was tough. That was tough. That was not easy. We don't we don't do easy here, do we? We do difficult. We do. What does that have to do with anything, Joseph? What does slow chat have to do with you answering Amela? Try again. Come up with something better than it was on slow chat. What? Slow chat is more for me so I can keep an eye on things if Amela and Mick aren't here. My mods aren't here. That's what slow chat's for. Try again, Joseph. Try again. I'd ask questions, but I really don't. I can't be bothered to know the answers, Joseph. I'm sorry. You caught me on a Saturday. I just don't have the energy today. Thanks for flying along, Rubber Duck. I greatly appreciate you being here today. Thanks for the buzzes in the Hellcat there. Thanks to Oshev for the raid earlier. And thank you to Paradox and Sergeant Staff also for flying along for a bit today while they were able to. Appreciate you. Appreciate it, Rubber Duck. Quite the adventure. Wouldn't you say, folks? Quite the adventure. Never know what you're going to get on this channel. Never know. Imagine being here in LAX when one of these actually landed here back in the day before all these modern jetways and everything. Would have been a fantastic time, I'm sure. Back when pilots smoked cigarettes non-stop while they were flying and drank pots of coffee as fast as it could be made. Alright, let's get the parking brakes set. Now, if we go back here, let's see if we can. We want to stop the engines. Let's see if we just have a. Oops, not fuel management. No, this one. Parking. Let's see if we would just.
Parking brake is set. Cut engines.
Cut the engines. There we go. Now we can
Parking checks complete.
Oh, it automatically did everything. Oh, I was going to open the doors. Oh, well. Doggone it. I wanted to open the doors. Man. Oh, well. An hour 39, so I think that was right about what was supposed to be. So, that's all right. So, yeah, we did good. Yeah. So, even though the flight plan got a little wonky there, we made it. It's okay. It's still a bit of a learning process for me, and you're welcome, Amela. So yeah, it's just that's the main thing. So anyway, that will do it for today, folks. I do greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. If you didn't, you know who to talk to. I don't know if he'll get an answer today or not, but you never know. Mr. Adams is the complaint department, so you can always message him and go like, what was that crazy crap at the end? Why did we make it? How did he make it? I don't know. You can ask him all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I'll be back Monday, Junkers 52. That might be the only flight for the week. We may do something fun on Saturday. Maybe we'll take a trip in the Mach Loop. You're welcome. Thanks, Paul Monk. Appreciate it. We may take a trip in the Mach Loop. We'll see. Just to do something on Saturday, and because we want to get inverted. That's what we like to fly inverted if we can. So yeah. Do enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, early Sunday. Already for some folks around the world, I have been and always shall be your host, Pilot Uncle B, much to your dismay, much to your pleasure. I don't know, whichever one fits the bill. I will see you all then. Until Monday. I almost said Sunday. Until Monday, peace, live long and prosper.